Paulo right here. Preparing to fight another Russian. So I guess but now at a different weight class. How's fight camp been? Not having to cut that extra weight, and then preparing for a guy like Azamat, who's been on this very impressive run.
Yeah, another Russian. I'm happy with that. I like to fight Russians. They are tough, you know. As a Brazilian, are and yeah, I think he's my karma. You know, this is gonna be the second, and I'm gonna beat him, and I hope the third gonna be a Rush again. Let's see, or the other guy, like I don't know. But my camp was good. I had no problem, no injuries. I thank God a lot. God bless me to be here with no injuries, feeling good, and training camp uh, happened on a very good way. Fine, no problems, no issues.
Was it good to not have to worry about cutting weight and being able to focus on preparation and training and not always having to think about, your diet and losing weight?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, because I was talking to Chiesa right now, and I told him the fact to not think about, don't even need to think about your next meal is something different. Like even mentally is less stressful, and you can enjoy the life more. But I don't regret of my sacrifice to fight, to fight at middleweight as well. And I'm a fighter. I'm prepared for this, to do sacrifice to achieve my goals. And if I need to do sacrifice to make 185, I can do, and I gonna do. If I have some goal to achieve, I'm gonna follow and chase, and I gonna achieve then. So that's the high performer athletes mentality, mindset is based on, So yeah.
Would it take someone like Hamzat or rematches with Strickland and Izzy to get you to go back to middleweight?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I have no problem. I'm not fighting at 205 because I cannot make 185. No, it's not the case. I planned that, and I just saw a good opportunity to fight at light heavyweight, and I said, why not? I can fight on both divisions, both weight class at the same time, and be a contender at both of them. So why not? So yeah, the answer is yes.
I don't know if you saw, but Azamat did an interview earlier this month, and he said that Brazilians are messaging him that they want him to beat you up, and he's confused why the Brazilians are siding with him. And then he posted, if he gets 100,000 followers, he'll come out with the Brazilian flag, and now he has 150,000 followers, so he might come out with the Brazilian flag. So I guess what's your response to all that?
No, this is funny. I I can follow him because he just have a couple of followers. He needed that. Yeah, and I think he's smart. He got. I'm popular. I'm famous in Brazil, and he tried to capitalize and get some followers, and he did very well. So now he gonna bring the. I think he should bring the Brazil. I think the people should request him to bring the Brazilian flag. It's gonna be funny.
And what did you make of Israel's fight against Joe Pyfer? I think it surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, I. You feel surprised? Why?
I don't know. I just felt like Izzy was looking really good until Joe Pyfer caught him at
I
the end.
agree.
I think just surprised a lot of people.
I think Joe Pyfer has a good potential. He's a very good fighter. Adesanya as well. He, I watch the fight. I watch Adesanya. I think Adesanya was doing pretty well until follow down. He has no grappling, no jiu-jitsu, no nothing, right? So when the things going down, yeah, it's not good for him.
Then just last one for me. Have you looked at the main event between Yuri and Carlos Ulberg? Because this is your division for at least this weekend. And a win over Azamat, you're probably within another fight, another big win for fighting for that light heavyweight title.
Yeah, I think the win of this fight can be a very good spot. Can be the next title shot contender. I'm going to watch this fight closely. Yeah, I think this is a good fight as well.
What would a fight poster look like with you and Carlos Ulberg on there? Because many people say, you yourself say you're one of the more handsome fighters in the UFC, and then obviously Carlos Ulberg is Carlos Ulberg. What would that poster look like?
ELF.
Oh yeah, this would be a nice fight, right? Because you're gonna compete on two different categories, MMA and the most beautiful.
Paulo, do you feel like light heavyweight is almost an easier weight class than middleweight? How do you size up the level?
It's difficult to make that comparison. I don't know. Respond that. Yeah, I think both divisions are cool, but right now the middleweight is a little bit low. I don't. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think these guys right now in the top 5, top 10 is all boring. They don't bring the attentions, many views. So I think they are not doing good.
And just to clarify, you intend to compete at 205 unless there's a big fight or an attractive fight at 185? Do you intend to compete at 205 unless there is a big fight at 185? Is that what you plan on doing?
A ideia é continuar em meio pesado, a menos que exista uma luta importante nos médios, daí você volta?
Eu posso lutar em ambas categorias. Eu posso bater o peso em ambas. E eu estou aqui para fazer lutas empolgantes.
I can fight in both of them. I'm here to fight whatever, and I can deliver exciting fights.
E não importa se for lá ou no médio ou no meio pesado. Doesn't matter if middleweight or light heavyweight. I'm looking for exciting fights. And the best way, o melhor caminho para pavimentar a minha subida para lutar pelo título.
And I'll find just the best way to actually cement the path to go to a title. So I'll just pick the win.
As of now, do you feel like 205 might be easier to get a title shot than 185?
Você acha que no momento, para meio médio, é mais fácil a oportunidade de você tentar um título que nos médios?
I don't know.
And I just want to get your thoughts on Strickland versus Chimaev, and what's sort of the update on the beef with Chimaev? Is that sort of lowered down, or do you still dislike him? Where do you stand with him?
I still dislike him. I still want to fight him. I know my potential. I know I can beat him. I know I'm not a good match for him. That's why, and I hate him. So I won't fight him.
He loses against Strickland, or you think he beats him?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Paulo, right here. Did you actually put on any weight for this, or just not have to cut?
Yes, I put some on. I put some, not too much, like 6 pounds, 7 pounds.
And then did I hear you right? You said with a win here, you want to fight the next Russian in line? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm talking about Chimaev.
Oh, you're talking about Chimaev. I didn't know if you meant Chimaev or Ankalaev.
Chimaev. I have nothing against Ankalaev.
And then Azamat said, Russian secret juice is hard work and dedication. Whose secret juice is better?
Bullshit. The guy is fat as a fuck. What he talk about secret juice? He don't know nothing about that. So, yeah, shut up, fat motherfucker.
Mostra seu corpo.
Paulo, right over here, to your left. Right here. So you were originally supposed to be earlier down on the main card for this card. What was your reaction when you got moved to the co-main event?
Você sabe que você estava no começo do card antes. E agora, qual foi a reação quando você descobriu agora que caiu a luta? Você falou, agora eu sou Coman. Como é que foi a reação?
Oh, it's always better, right? Much better, but UFC know what they do. They know exactly what move they do. You know, if they move us, my fight to co-main event is because we have something to show, and I appreciate. I'm glad for that. I'm just focused on delivery. Back to UFC, to audience, for the fans, what the credibility they put on me. So let's go. And when I saw this, I just thought, okay, this happened, but I always knew that eu sempre soube que essa luta tinha potencial para subir em qualquer momento.
I always knew that this fight had a potential to move up in the card anytime.
So this will be 7 straight fights that you are either the main event or co-main event of the card you're on. How does it feel to be valued so highly by the fans and by the UFC?
7 lutas seguidas que você ou é main event ou co-main event. Ou seja, como é que você se sente em ser tão valorizado pela organização?
Eu sinto que... Bom, eu vejo assim da seguinte forma. Eu vejo que o MMA precisa de bons personagens, boas pessoas, bons lutadores que entregam tanto na luta quanto fora da luta.
I feel that MMA needs that. They need these good characters, good people, good fighters, people that deliver not just when they are fighting, but also outside of the world of fighting.
And vejo que o UFC é uma empresa extremamente afiada, que coloca atenção nos detalhes, por isso que está crescendo tanto, cresce tanto cada vez mais, fecha grandes acordos e porque eles prestam atenção em pequenos detalhes que fazem a diferença no final da conta.
And I think the UFC is a very sharp company that has attention to detail. That's that attention to detail translates into all these deals that have been made, and that's why it grows exponentially. And I think that they pay attention to all these small deals. As at the end of the day, they bring results.
So speaking of entertainment outside of the UFC, you've grown to be one of the more popular fighters in the UFC based on what you've done on social media. What advice would you have to any fighter looking to grow in popularity, grow their following?
Temos de treinamento, sacou?
Obrigado. Be authentic, be yourself. Don't try to copy because some guys just try to copy other fighters of case of success to try do the same thing, but be authentic because everybody is different, and what works for me don't work for other guys. So just be authentic and don't be a coward, like afraid to speak whatever you want to speak, but be respectful at the same time. So it's a balance and in delivery inside the cage.